Hello and welcome to On Guard. If you'd like to check out the game, there is a link in the description. It has a free demo available right now as part of Steam Next Fest, and if you enjoy it, then you should probably wishlist it right now. It is absolutely wonderful, amazing combat that you're going to experience in this, and it also has a wonderful sense of humor too. There is a story mode, but I'm going to actually just head straight on into the arena mode, because I want to just give you a good overview of what you can expect with this game. Now, you play as a sword fighter, as you might expect, and you are going to be able to riposte, use special abilities, use the environment to your advantage by kicking barrels and crates and all manners of other things. And you are then going to have to defeat your enemies in those ways. You should never stand in front of it. And he stood in front of it and went kaboom, as you can quite clearly tell. So now we're going to have to fight this guy. He has literally no HP, so this should be really simple. Yeah, as you can see right there. We can also pick up things, and then we can throw these things at opponents, and you can see that that's actually going to stun them a little bit. As you can see, these guys are just lackeys, so I shouldn't have to worry too much about that. But, as you can no doubt tell, the slightly harder enemies, they have the ability to attack you with not kind of unblockables. They have unblockables, but they also have repostable attacks, like you can see right there. That is the unblockable right there as well. So whenever their attack glows orange, that's something you should watch out for, because that is going to be an unblockable. But when their attack glows blue, that is repostable, and then you're going to be able to parry their attack. Now, for me personally, I really like this system. I think the system is absolutely fantastic, but the main problem with it for me is the fact that I feel like you're probably going to do a little better here if you have a controller. They do say it plays best with a controller, and it is definitely something that you want to definitely consider, because for me right now, I'm having problems actually defeating these guys. And I think I can kick this chair. No, I can't kick the chair. Okay, well, that's unfortunate, isn't it? But I can parry here. Every single time there is a riposte, you are going to be able to deal some damage. But there's also follow-up attacks that you can potentially make too. So right now, what I'm actually doing is I'm using left control to dodge. So that is the dodge for the unblockables. That is what you'll need to do. You can also kick people into varieties of objects as well. If we had water right now, this would be really nice and simple for me. But obviously, I do not have water, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult. But this is probably one of the greatest combat systems for melee that I have seen in quite some time. And that means a lot, because usually if you're going to be playing a game like this and they have indicators, for example, let's say they have indicators that are going to provide you with a way to know whether you're going to be attacked soon. Some of the time, things just don't really go very well in that regard. I played a game a number of weeks ago, I believe, and it just gave me really bad timings for the attacks, and I had no idea what to really expect from them. So it was just all out of sync, and I had really big problems actually getting invested in the combat system. However, this game does not do that, as you can quite clearly tell. This game is very much on point in that regard. I've got to be very careful about these enemies though, and we're just going to try and stun them a little bit more, as you can see. Stun that guy. Then we can do a nice little riposte, take him down. As you see, he has like a health bar that you have to deplete, shall we say, and that is going to end up with a wonderful victory for you. There's also a bunch of traversal mechanics that you can use in this game as well, like for example this. And you can jump on the little trampoline there. That's going to make a pretty big difference to how effective you're going to be. Unfortunately, I am getting absolutely murdered here, so I'm just going to pick up one of these, throw that at him, and then he's going to be on fire a little bit. We can also push him off the edge there as well. So if we interrupt his attack, we can then riposte, and then he's going to come back with an unblockable himself, or he should have done, but there we go. Nice, there's a nice little riposte there. He's done, and there's the unblockable from him. And now we can take him down. And then we get full HP whenever we fill a wave, or shall we say, whenever we complete a wave, we will get full HP from that, which is extremely nice, in my opinion. I like the way they've done that, because they could make it so that you didn't get full HP, and if you didn't, then that would be, well, game over for me, really. I wouldn't be able to do anything from that. But every single time you see blue, You try to riposte, which is right mouse button, and every single time you see red, you want to try to get away, which is left control. And that's it. That is how simple it is. However, it is very challenging in its own right. It is extremely challenging. And you're going to have to be very, very careful about getting hit from a variety of different angles, as you can see. They also do say to you, please do not fight outnumbered. If you fight outnumbered, you can wholeheartedly assume you will have big problems achieving victory. And that means everything. Because that means, you know, they've told you. They've warned you. They've told you exactly what to expect. And they have said, hey, you know what? You want to be careful here. These enemies are quite smart. They are going to try and outnumber you as best as they can. And that is exactly what you've got to try to avoid. So me riposting this guy right here, I'm going to try to actually avoid him, kick him off the... Oh, I can't kick him off the ledge, actually. Yeah, these are actually resilient towards kicks until you use a crate or something to stun them. And then you can kick them off like that. And then you can go down here. His armor is gone, and then we can do some damage to him, hopefully. There we go. Nice little bit of damage done to him. And he's done. There you go. So that's the kind of thing that you can also do. You can also inflict a variety of status effects to the opponent. For example, stuns and blinds. And I don't even know what this guy is. I haven't encountered him in the story mode yet. So we're just going to have a bit of a problem with him potentially. Oh, hello. Oh, nice. Yeah, there we go. Good amount. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's got an unblockable. Got to be careful of that. Alright, so we've got to do something here. We've got to use the environment. Nice little stun there. Don't think that's really going to make any difference, unfortunately. What can we actually do? I'm going to have to jump up here, and maybe we'll have to do something else. Maybe we have to use these barrels or something, or maybe there's something else I can do. Maybe I can pick this up. Gonna have to pick this up, throw that. That doesn't seem to have done much, unfortunately, as you can see. Unblockables only. Right, I'm gonna have to do this, I guess. Okay, that didn't really work. That is my special ability. It tends to remove armor from opponents quite nicely. Seems like we've removed a little bit of armor, but not really that much. As you can see, there we go. Just needed to do a little bit of something there. You can also push them into braziers and things like that as well, as you can see. So, you know, makes them go on fire. And that's obviously going to make a pretty big difference to your overall... Oh. Did not mean to do that. I destroyed the soup! And the captain said, no, not the soup. And there you go. It went up in the air, and now we have achieved victory. And that's it! There you go! That is the arena mode. Obviously, there is a story, and that is much longer and lengthier. But I thought this would give you a really nice, brief explanation as to how you can play the game. Obviously, the story mode, in my opinion, is extremely fun because you have so many of these traversal mechanics. I'm actually going to just show you the beginning of the story mode because we do have a little bit of time left. Because, as I said, well, basically I'm going to be doing 10 minutes here, and then we're going to go on to the next game. And then you'll see exactly what's going on with that. So yeah, find the vigilante. So obviously you're going to have to run through the streets here, and there are any number of visual cues as well. And we're going to have to find the vigilante. You there, hand over my sword and let's settle this with a duel. Wait, you look familiar somehow. Yes, because this is actually our brother, and he is posing as a vigilante. It's all very, very campy. It's very funny. It's got a wonderful comedic style to it, and its sense of humor is just glorious. And the amount of satisfaction that one gets from parading through the town, as you can see, just jumping over these ships alone, being able to climb up on the roof here, it's extremely fun. The way that she's able to traverse the environment is very satisfying and enjoyable, like I said. And there are even these little poles that you're going to be able to grab onto. For example, this, boom, like so. It has such wonderful trajectory to it that you're just able to jump from that point, jump from the cart, and then she just propels herself in such a nice manner and grabs onto the thing and then is able to swing and such. So yes, it's just satisfying. It's really, really satisfying. So if you too would like to check out On Guard, there is a link in the description. It is available right now, demo, for free. You can download it and you can play exactly what I've played and showed you here. And if you like it, add it to your Steam wishlist. I thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for the next game. Welcome to Raiders of Valhalla. Once again, this is a demo available through Steam Next Fest, and if you like what you see of the game or like what you play, then you can add it to your Steam wishlist as well. So as far as I'm aware, I have not had any previous experience with this game, but as far as I'm aware, you take control of a number of Vikings and you're able to progress through various levels. As you can see, I have actually already purchased a couple of items here and equipped my people with some weapons. Not sure if I can... Oh, I can actually give him a lance as well. Okay, that's good to know. So let's actually go to raid, and you can see here we're going to have a number of invaders apparently. Yeah, you need to select a raid first. Right, okay, so we're selecting that one. Right, let's go in. There is no peace for the weak, and as you can see we're doing some damage here to take down their gate. This seems to be automatic, so it seems like I just sort out my people and then they go straight on into the action. Seems like we're doing a pretty decent job so far. I actually have no idea if we are taking too much damage or whatever, but my Berserker is dealing massive damage. And there you have it. Okay, and I'm going to assume that we gain gold. Yes, we do. So we gain gold, and we also gain some experience from our victory. And now our gold, as far as I'm aware, can be used to purchase things in the store. So you can see here I can buy an additional dwarf, or I can re-roll the item that is currently available here. Otherwise, you can then change your loadout however you desire. So I've obviously been doing a little bit of something here. This Berserker probably needs to go in the front, in my opinion. And then we're just going to go like that. I could potentially sell some stuff as well if I want to. So we could sell the staff. That only sells for 10 gold. Okay, I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh well, never mind. And there is another raid. So let's go to raid 5. Okay, this might be a little bit more difficult than the previous one, but maybe not, because the gate did seem to go down pretty quickly. We've got to be careful with our seer, because I'm pretty sure we don't want the seer to run in there and get absolutely massacred. Seems like we might lose one of our people. Yes, we did. We might lose another one. No, we're not. Okay, is there going to be another batch? No, there isn't. Okay, that is really giving me a lot of relief, because I thought to myself, okay, wait a minute, I was a bit worried. I was very worried there. This fellow actually did manage to get himself killed, however. Not entirely sure what this bar, the second bar, is. Does that mean damage taken or something like that? I'm not entirely sure, but we are going to be buying another dwarf, and now we've got another one. We just got another regular guy there, and we're just going to be putting him just around here. As you can see, they do mostly physical damage. I'm putting the Berserkers at the front because they are the ones with the most HP, so that's hopefully what we're going to see taking the most damage. He doesn't have anything to use, however, this guy, so I'm going to give him a bow, and we'll put him at the very back, apart from the seer, of course, and then we can continue onward here. We can actually redo the raid if we want to. Raid 10, Raid 10, Raid 18, Raid 15. I'm not sure whether the numbers have any anything to do with it, but I'm hopeful. Okay, Raid 7. I think Raid 6. Okay, Raid 6 will probably be slightly easier, because as you could no doubt tell, the numbers that we were getting when we were going like 25, 36, and so on and so forth, I think they were very hard. They seem to be pretty difficult. So I can only hope that this is going to be kind of easy for us, or easier. And then we should be able to earn more dwarves. As you can see, that was much easier than anticipated. But I think we did end... Did we end up losing someone? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. So that's nice. And I believe we're going to be gaining, yes, another 300 gold. But we're also going to be leveling our forces up, as you can see. Not that much, though. Okay, that's interesting. So that maybe means that we need to do higher ranks. But I can get another dwarf here. And unfortunately, he doesn't... Oh, wait a minute. Hello. Okay, we got a new character there, a new class, shall we say. We got a new class. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to re-roll this. Arms. Ooh, okay, yeah. Don't have enough money for that, unfortunately. Okay, so let's go to raid and see what we can get. This is raid 19. Shall we do that one? Raid 27, 32, 16. I'm looking for something around 10, if at all possible. It's unfortunate we can't actually decide or choose what we want to go for. Raid 8. There we go. That seems pretty nice. Oh, it's in the night time as well. Oh dear, I can barely see anything. Oh my. Alright, well, I guess I don't really need to see anything because it is automatic. And hopefully... Ooh, that was some nice damage. Who's doing that much damage? Wow. That was some really, really good damage. I guess it was the archer? The archer seemed to get some kind of critical hit against that guy or whatever it was. But yeah, it seems like most of our people are not really doing that much damage. Maybe I need to make some changes on that. Oh, someone actually ended up dying right there. I actually wonder whether this bar indicates how close they are to death. That might very well be the reason, but we actually just don't know. We don't have any idea of you know, what's actually happening there. So these guys, who's gonna... Okay, this guy can actually equip it. Surprisingly enough. Okay, so I'm just going to put armor on the people at the front lines. That's basically what I'm going to go for here. We'll try a higher raid. 9? No, I'm looking for 12 or something like that. Let's see if we can get 12. Or 15? No. Let's see. There's a 19, there's a 15. Okay, we'll go for the 15. As I say, I feel like it would be quite nice if I could customize what kind of enemies I have, and instead of it just being random, but I don't know. I mean, if they want it to be a random kind of experience, then I guess that is definitely understandable. Hopefully none of my people are going to die here. Ooh, we're losing. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, we're completely dead. That is us dead. Yeah, there was nothing we could do there. Our defeat today will only make us stronger for tomorrow's battles. Okay, so what does that actually mean? What actually happens now? Okay, so we just go back to this screen, and that is basically it. Okay, I understand. So me going to raid 15 is not going to work. As I said before, that definitely is not going to happen. So what about raid 8? We'll try raid 8 again, and we'll see what we can do. Maybe it's harder in the nighttime. Maybe that's what's going on here as well. But for me personally, so far, I feel like the game needs a little bit more explanation as to what I need to do. I mean, I understand what I need to do. I need to go into, you know, villages and towns and so on and raid their coffers for money. But I also feel like I don't understand what these bars are actually providing me right now. I don't know what they're actually giving me, because I can assume that these are all stats that are relating to the various dwarves that we have available to us right now. So for example, the top bar is physical damage, the next bar down is magic damage, and so on. But that, I don't think that is actually the case. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but we're just going to continue buying some people. This is another berserker right here. Just going to place him there, and then we'll go to raid. As I say, I don't understand what I need to do to be the most effective. So maybe you can figure that out yourself when you play the game, if you so desire. And we're just going to try and find something around 10. Oh, that was 9. That would have been perfect, actually. A 6. Okay, well, we'll go for a 6. We'll go for a 6. And yeah, so far I'm not entirely sure what the end game goal is. I can 100% understand what they're attempting to do here, and I think it is actually quite a fun gameplay loop to actually set up your forces and then send them in and see whether they can achieve victory. But we're not really given that much information about either side, because you can see here I can't mouse over any of these things. I can't mouse over any of this stuff, so I'm actually having no idea what this actually is. I can assume, as I said before, that the sword icon basically means their attack damage, and I don't know what the second one means. That's a bit of an issue. There's just not any kind of conveyance to what is actually going to happen to me or to my forces. But we actually did gain a fire staff tier 3 actually, so we can give that to this guy, and maybe that's going to do some big damage. We can also give these guys some additional gear. What is this? Raid 7. Okay, let's go for that. There's a spellcaster in this, so that might be quite fun to try out and see whether we can do something here. We do have another fire staff user now as well, because we didn't have that before. And you can see here that actually dealt some pretty decent damage. That fellow is actually healing. Yeah, this guy is a healer, but he's not really going to be able to stand up against us. Hilariously enough, he has actually now been pushed behind the chest, and he can no longer be damaged, but that's absolutely fine, because he seems to only be damaging, or shall we say, healing himself. He's not actually damaging anyone. But there you have it. That is a brief look at Raiders of Valhalla. If you'd like to check it out, there is a link in the description. And now on to the next game. Welcome to You Are the Judge, and this is basically where you play as a judge and you have to make various decisions about what happens in your courtroom. If you would like to check out the game, there is a link in the description, and obviously, if you like what you see here or you like how you play the game, then there is a Steam wishlist to add it to. And so this is basically our character creation right here. In your youth years, there would be quite a lot of protests against the government in your country. In this case, you attend the protests. There we go. You had to choose a university and you made your choice. We're going to go for law. You like a girl named Mary in law school. Now it's time to share your feelings with her. You said you loved her. After college, you married Mary. As a result of your happy marriage with Mary, you have 2 sons. Mary told you you would be a great father. After graduating from law school, you started working as a lawyer. You chose the field you specialize in, criminal law. Although you had difficulty finding free time, you were happy to spend Sundays with your family. You would visit with your spouse and children every Sunday. And we would go to a museum. I think that sounds fun. After practicing law for a long time, one of your best friends, Henry, encouraged you to take the judge's exams. After you brought the subject up to your wife, Mary, you saw her as a little worried. When you ask Mary about the reason for her anxiety, she says, "Is this something you want? Are you sure you won't neglect the children and me?" She asked that question. And you too. Then we say, "This will never be a problem for her and the children. You want such a career and will not give up on it, but it would be better for both Mary and the children." Well, I can't say it will never be a problem because I can't promise that, so I will just say, I want such a career, I guess. Okay, although we didn't fully address her concerns, she would support and always be there for you. And the long-awaited day came. Henry, your wife Mary, and the children were waiting for the results to be announced. While waiting for the results, you were excited. Henry comes to you and says, "I believe you have succeeded. From now on, a whole new life begins for you," he whispered. With the announcement of the results, you learned that your career as a judge has begun. Everyone in the house was in great joy. Mary looked a little thoughtful, but she couldn't help but rejoice. While you were excited about your first day of duty, you heard the horn of your driver coming from outside to take you to the office. After kissing Mary, you took your bag and set off for the office. Alright, so here we go. So now we can get to choose our character, and we're just going to choose some random law-abiding citizen-looking fellow. They all look relatively law-abiding, don't they? And so this is where we now get to decide a variety of different things. Hello, Your Honor. Welcome to your first day of duty. Skip the tutorial. I kind of want to, because I want to get into the meat of the game, but I have a bad feeling that if I do that, I'm not going to actually have an idea what to do, but we're going to skip it nevertheless. Okay, here we go. Alright, so we're heading into pre-trial. So this is... I'm not sure how cool this is, but... this is a battle against 2 famous actors, and you're gonna get to see... oh, actually, wait a minute. Maybe we're not actually doing... Oh, no. Yes, no. Yeah, this is the lawyer. Yeah, okay. As you can see, my client is a globally beloved and followed actor. In an article written by his ex-wife Amy Heard in a magazine, although not mentioning my client's name, it is clearly a reference to him. This situation has had a significantly negative impact on my client's career. Therefore, we are seeking a compensation claim worth $20 million. Yes, indeed. Let's talk to the other one. My client asserts that the defendant referred to him in the article written in the magazine without explicitly stating his name in order to avoid any harm towards himself. Additionally, my client claims that he was the one who suffered the most damage during their relationship. Therefore, we deny the allegations. Good to know. Thank you very much. Great. So, my client has no obligation regarding... has no objection regarding the case. Oh, okay, fine. Let's go to case then. Alright. Well, that's going to be interesting, isn't it? And we know exactly who they're referring to here. Yes, indeed. Please choose a card before proceeding. Okay, I have no idea. You will not receive any punishment from this case. Oh, that's nice. Okay, that's great. So that means I can do whatever I so desire. Welcome to the courtroom scene. Before we begin, let me explain a few things to you. Okay, so now here's one thing that I would 100% want to see in like a hotfix or something like that. Obviously, don't know whether the devs will see this or whatever, but for me personally, I would like to be able to speed up the conversation windows. You know, so being able to click here would be really, really cool. Maybe I can, and I just haven't tried it out, but we'll see. Okay, so let's have a look. Through this interface, no, I cannot skip it. As you can see, I can't press space or enter. No, I can't do anything like that. Through this interface, you can talk to the parties involved and ask them questions. After having a conversation with someone, you can click the End the Listening button in the opened panel to conclude the conversation and start talking to someone else again. Right. Okay, that's good. You can use this button to view the case file. In the case file, okay, fine. Thank you very much. I will skip the tutorial for now. All right. The lawsuit begins. Okay, so we have a checklist here as well. So what we want to do is we want to take a look at the checklist and we want to see exactly what's happening. So the plaintiff was heard, the defendant was heard, witnesses were heard, and the evidence was examined. In my opinion, this is very, very cool. The ability to do this is very fun. However, as I say, I personally would prefer to see less celebrity-focused stuff, but that is obviously just me. Maybe you prefer that, or maybe you like that kind of thing. Anyway, let's take a look at the evidence as well. In a past relationship, I had a partner who used drugs, got drunk, and subjected me to physical violence. That is in the magazine. I suspected that he was cheating on me with another woman, and when he realized that I was investigating, he smashed a beer bottle on my head. And the voice record says, "I want to strangle Amy Heard. She deserves it." Right, okay. Well, that's not particularly good, is it? Okay, well, we're going to take a look at the file. No, not the file. We're going to talk to some people. So let's talk to John Deeper. All right, so let's have a look. So I can actually ask him any number of questions here. And I personally like this. I like the fact that you can investigate this kind of stuff. But as I say, I would have much preferred to just have some random case that has nothing to do with any kind of real-life reference. But maybe that's just me, as I say. Anyway, what do you have to say about the statement that has emerged in the audio recordings? I sent it to a friend when I was very angry, he says. I did not intend to actually do it in any way. And those who know me well know that I am not that kind of person. I quoted from a TV series there. Right, good to know. Were the things written about you in the article in the magazine true? It is definitely not true. My career is known to everyone. I am a public figure. This is a text written solely to undermine my career. Right, okay. I'm not sure what this is really giving me right now, hearing from them, but okay, sure. Did you use drugs while you were with her? Yes, I used it periodically, however. Drug use never reached a level where I would resort to physical violence. Okay, well, that is good to know. Great. Right, okay, so we can now talk to some other people. Okay, end the listening of this fellow. The conversation is being ended. Okay, good to know. Let's listen to the defendant then as well. And did you mean John Deeper in the article you wrote in the magazine? Yes, I also mentioned what I went through during my relationship with him. However, I did not mention his name. Well, it's pretty obvious who you were with at that point, isn't it? I mean, come on now. What happened is that I was a victim of abuse in this relationship in the past. Okay, I want to emphasize that what happened is not a lie. It is the truth. Okay. Do you think that the article you published in the magazine, as stated in the plaintiff's testimony, directly harmed the plaintiff's career? I talked about my past experiences in this article and did not mention anyone's name. Okay, that still doesn't make any difference because you're inferring. There is an inference there. Therefore, I think I can share. Okay, fine. Without identifying anything. Okay, end the listening. I will end the listening and I will make a judgment right away because we have reached the 10 minutes. So I will make a decision. Yes, I want to see what actually happens with the decision making here. So here we go. So we are going to, the witnesses were heard and the evidence presented. Okay, so we're going to say, let's have a look here. So we're going to say the defendant should be fined. Let's do it, because the inference is there, and we're just going to do that. Because we're going to see whether that actually... I want to see what actually happens. Okay, so let's have a look. So, wait a minute. So this is... Okay, this is how much I made. I thought that's how much the defendant was being fined, but no, that is actually how much we are doing. We're paying medicine for some reason. Okay, so we're paying medicine, and there you go. Okay, so that was it. That was the end of it, and now we are on day 2, and we can now continue onward. So we can take a look at the news, and as you can see, there is a car accident case and so on and so forth. So we can take a look at what could potentially be turning up in our courtroom, and we can take a look at what's happening here. So we have a new delivery. An envelope arrived. We left the envelope on your desk, and I have sent you the documents regarding your next lawsuit. Additionally, the lawyers will come to meet with you before the trial. Good to know. Anyway, that is You Are the Judge. If you would like to check it out, there is a link in the description. As I say, it probably needs a little bit more time, but I'm definitely seeing what they want to do here, and I am very excited and very eager to see what happens when the game is further along in development. But right now, I'm very much enjoying what I see. If you too enjoy what you see, then you can take a look at it through the link in the description. You can download it, add it to your Steam wishlist, and now on to the next game. Welcome to Merchant of the Six Kingdoms. If you would like to check out the game, there is a link in the description. Let's start a new game straight away and see what it has in store for us. As far as I am aware, this is kind of like an economic simulator. I absolutely love these kinds of things where you run around as a merchant and you try to make as much money as possible. This reminds me of a Flash game from more than 10 years ago, and I was absolutely overjoyed to see these kinds of games coming out. Really is amazing. So we're going to call ourselves Reform, as you might expect. And I want to become a traveling merchant. I want to amass a great fortune, yes. I lost everything trying to make my fortune, but I suspect you have little to lose. Who are you? His name is Edward. I've traveled to 6 kingdoms as a merchant. Now I barter for a modest profit here in Boone. Can you teach me to become a merchant? I'm no teacher, but a merchant will become anything for the right price. Give me the statue, and I'll teach you. Click the snail statue. There it is. First mistake, always haggle. What do I need to know? People only approach merchants when they need something. Ask them what they are selling or buying. What are you selling? What are you selling? What are you buying? Oh yeah, that's a nice reference in there. I'm looking to sell this bread. Okay, ask for the price. I'd say a copper coin is a fair price for a few loaves of bread. You can accept or haggle for more. Okay, I'm not entirely sure if I can haggle for more though. Okay, yeah, fine, let's just accept it, why not? That's too generous of a deal. I accept, of course, but remember, the customer should never leave too happy. How can I negotiate a better deal? You can give a final offer to haggle a better deal, but if it fails, the customer will walk. Sounds smart. You should conceal that amulet. Magical items are valuable, but don't let the guards find you selling it. I'll keep it hidden. These sacks will help you carry your things. When the weight becomes too much, you'll need pack horses to help pull your items. Aha, so anything that we want concealed, like for example magical items, should be put in our concealment slot. This map will help you find your way around the region. Look for new maps to discover new markets. What do I do now? Start by bartering food. Everybody needs to eat. Find a farmer and buy as much as you can. Alright. Care to barter? Okay, so there we go. We have now learned bartering from him. Okay, so technically what we can now do is we can... what are you buying? You don't need these, right? Crude candles. Well, how much are these? I don't know. Ask for offer. How much are you willing to give me? You're willing to give me some lentils and rye stalks. This is as much as he can do. Right. Okay, well... Is there something that I can do to barter? How do I actually barter right now? Because I can't actually... I'm going to say never mind. Okay, buying. Okay, now he wants small sacks. Ask for the offer, and now he's willing to give me much more than that. But this is giving me size, which I personally need to be able to carry things. So I'm just going to say never mind, and I'll say goodbye. Okay, so next customer. Who is this? It is a stranger who apparently has a Naga monster parts in their inventory, so seems like an adventurer of some kind. Has gold coins, in fact. Okay, that's actually pretty interesting. What are you buying? Are these cheap? Potatoes. Okay, so I can ask for... How much can I ask for, actually? How much for 12 potatoes? What about 1 silver coin? What about 1 silver coin? Deal. Whoa, really? Are you serious? You actually gave me a silver coin for 12 potatoes? I actually have no idea whether that was actually that good. But okay. What are you selling? You're selling Goblin Wizard monster parts. What will this get me? Ask for price. Oh, no, not in a million years. I'm so sorry, not in a million years. Going to take away all of this. What about a common map? This is no longer needed, actually, for me. So, what about this? Are you trying to ruin me? Okay, what about if I give you 10 onions? Still no. Final offer. Okay, so she's going to go away. All right. Okay, so what is this guy? What is he buying? He wants working gloves. All right, what does he want to give me? He wants to give me rare king trumpet mushrooms and a cucumber. Okay, I personally would like this medium sack, so I'm going to say that. Can you cut me a deal? Sure, I will give you some onions as well. I can't afford that. What? What do you mean you can't afford that? I want to have this. I want the medium sack. Okay, what about if I give you the common map as well? There we go. So I gave him the common map and now I have the medium sack, which increases my size by a significant portion, or at least I hope it does. Okay, so what are you buying? He wants some candles. Okay, I'd like to... Oh no, he doesn't have that much money, so I'm probably going to say goodbye to him now. And now we can pack up and we can potentially leave. And the game saves at the end of the day, so now we can actually go on somewhere else. So if we want to, we can go over here. Illegal items are magic, so as you can see, yes. It's also going to cost me 1 silver to be able to travel. Alright, fine, let's do that. I have 1 silver, so now we've traveled over here. Who's this? Care for a game of myth? Oh dear, this guy looks a bit shady. Fine, let's play. Okay, I don't have a deck. I'll let you borrow my harvest deck. Ready to get started? Okay, I am ready to get started. Let's hope that I'm not going to absolutely suck and lose all my money here. We probably will. We start by rolling 2 dice to decide who goes first. Roll dice. You'll go first. Both decks are shuffled and players are dealt 6 cards. How do I win? Each card gives you power. First player to 10 power points wins. If neither player has a move, highest score wins. Aha. Demands must exist on either field before the card can be played. For instance, plants require sun and water. Destroys means those cards are removed from both fields when played. Be careful not to destroy your own cards unless you have a good reason. Sky cards must be unique on the field. For instance, there can't be more than 1 moon on the field. That'd be crazy. Before the game starts, we redraw a card. Which card do you want to redraw? Well, probably not the sun. Demands plants. This demands plants. This demands plants. Moon. Demands no moon. That's fine. Demands no sun. I think 1 sun will probably be fine. That's pretty much it. Now we just take turns until one of us gets to 10 power points, or we run out of moves. So in other words, I will play sun first. And then I will play... Oh, he played stars. Are you serious? You destroyed my sun, you absolute imbecile. I am not a big fan of that. So let's have a look. So we can destroy his stuff as well. So I'm going to play moon. He's going to destroy moon for me as well. How did he actually do that? I have no idea, but apparently he was able to do it. So let's play water. And he's going to play fish now. Okay, let's play time as well. We can play water. Once again. We can play moon. But it looks like he's going to win. I think he's probably going to win, potentially. We can play ice now, but it is going to destroy plants. Technically, I can play plants now, which I think I will do. And then we can play harvest, which is what I will do. Here we go. Okay, now I have 7. Now, technically what I can do here is we might be able to play some more plants. I think we can play more plants, and let's do that. And then we can actually play harvest, and that is going to be me... Oh, I should have won that. That would have been a victory for me right there. Oh well, never mind. I can actually destroy moon if we want to, or we can demand water, it destroys plants. Let's do that. And then we can actually... Oh, he's gonna win. Ah, unfortunate. Unfortunate. That was actually pretty fun. I like that. Okay, let's play another one, just so that we can get a good idea if we can actually achieve victory. Let's roll again. Okay, so I'm gonna play second this time. Alright, so let's discard a card. So what do we want to discard? Let's discard... Not madness, I think. Okay, fine. Let's discard madness for the moment. Okay, so... we want to play water. We've got too many water cards, I think, probably. That's probably not going to work out too well. No. Okay, we're just going to play a bunch of water cards right now. Play time. We need prey. He played dreams and got rid of that. Okay, let's play ice for the moment. And we can also do fish. No. We can also do this, but that's going to destroy that. Okay, we'll play that for the moment. He's destroying my ice. Oh, he actually already beat us. Wow. Okay, that was pretty impressive for him to do that. But as you can see, he is literally a massive millionaire. Look at him. He has 15 gold coins. I can't believe it. All right, well, let's see here. So I would like to barter with him. Enter the card tournament. So there is actually a card tournament going on as well. Okay, I can't think of a good offer. So what are you selling? You want to give me barley? Right, I have nothing for you, sir. I really have nothing for you because he has literally a medium sack. Ask for the offer? What do you want to give me? You want to give me some barley for that? Can you give me a silver coin for it instead of the barley? That is too high a price. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, what else can you give me? Well, what about some of these rare king mushrooms? There we go. Oh, wow, you actually gave me that. Okay, that's great. Okay, goodbye then, sir. What about the next customer? How do you do? All right, so what do you want? Are you buying anything? Onions. Okay, what do you want to give me? You want to give me an uncommon sunflower? I'd like to have 2 of these quartz. Okay, what about some loaves of bread? More? What about a candle? No? More candles? Oh, are you serious? Okay, what about a chicken? Are you serious? Okay, fine. Apparently you don't want to barter with that. What about all your parsley and things like that? Okay, apparently that's not going to work. So what about if she wants to sell this? What does she want? This is worth more than everything you own. Okay. that is a surefire goodbye right there. Okay, what are you buying? You want a chicken. Okay, what do you want to give me? Cheap meat and fungus solution. Okay, sure. Give me some oats as well, and then I'll do it. There we go. I got some oats for that too, so that's quite nice. But yes, as you can see, a barter simulator, very interesting. I love the card game, very, very cool, and I'd love to be able to see what else we can actually do. As you can see, there's a huge amount to discover here, massive amounts of different quests and everything, and I'd highly recommend checking this out if you're into economics at all, or into any kind of barter simulation in a medieval world. So check out the link in the description to Merchant of the Six Kingdoms. I thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for the next game. Welcome to Rungor. If you'd like to check out the game, there is a link in the description. This is a, well, kind of an auto-battler, but it's fast-paced. It's really, really fast-paced, and it has a wonderful sense of humor as well. Oh, hey, it's you again. We kind of mix things up around here, preparing for the grand opening, you know? Pay no mind to that, just have fun. And so we have 4 attack right now. And battles happen automatically, so you don't need to worry too much about them. As you can see, there is a timer bar underneath our HP, and that determines how fast we attack. And now, obviously, because we are playing as the Knight guy, we are actually giving ourselves 20% of max HP after every fight. Oh hey, this cursed deck dropped some cards. Awesome. You can pick some of them for the next battle if you feel like killing an enemy isn't enough. Alright, so hero attacks an opponent, hero attacks an opponent. Yeah, okay, sure. Choose 3 cards. Let's just choose all of these. Then we'll go forward, and then we can actually use these to attack. I guess I'll add a couple of cards for you. Use as many cards as you want. Turn your enemies into a bloody mess. Grind their bones to dust. More blood for the blood god. And there's a bunch of references like that in this game as well. And so you can see here that you can literally play as many cards as you want to. There is no mana or energy system at all. We're just going to be playing a couple more defensive cards here because I don't want to take any damage at all. So that's what we're going to attempt to do here. So there you go. Every single time you go into a new battle, you gain new cards as well. So here you go. Heal 20% of max HP. Yes, did you notice that your health goes up? Yeah, indeed. It tries its best, so be grateful. Indeed, I am attempting to do so. And now we are going through to the boss, which is Mr. Huggles. Oh hey, look at that. This teddy bear really wants to show you all of his stats. How inappropriate. I will move this window so it doesn't distract you. But if you are into it, you can just drag your cursor to the right side of the screen, as you can see right there. Yes, indeed. And it actually tells you exactly what he's all about. So for example, after 5 seconds, he gives up. So if you want to be a little bit more defensive, then you can of course do that. And I think I will play a bit more defense. Wanted to be cool and not read opponent info, I see. Well, let's say you won anyway, because why not? And there you have it. We didn't read the opponent info. Yes, no, I didn't. Hey, thought you can ditch me? No, you can't because it's shopping time. Click this. Alright, let's go and shop. Oh my god, just look at all of these. Ability to wear equipment only for 1 cone? Monies? That's a steal. Oh, there we go. Yes, we're going to buy that. We're going to buy that equipment. You learned how to tie your shoes. Now you're even more prepared to murder. Okay, bye-bye. Indeed, more card choice. I would like to buy that as well. Thank you very much. Okay, so now we can continue onward, and obviously this is a Dark Souls reference and a half, isn't it? Yeah, it's wonderful. Oh. Did I literally... Wait a minute. Okay, how do I continue onward? Do I continue onward here, or... I'm actually not entirely sure. I am not entirely sure at all. Do I just click this? We click him, and then we go on to the next one. So we've done the tutorial, and now we can go into the jungle. Into the jungle, as I just said. Yes, how wonderful. Alright, so the mark actually is applied now, and that's going to inflict more damage, as you can see. Whenever you apply the mark, it does more damage, which is really quite good. Hello again, is that an equipment piece you found? Equipment is just like cards, but it stays with you until the end of the level and gives permanent effects, so not like cards at all. I love helping so much, or hepling as they said. And we are going to increase attack by 1. We're going to take some of these other things right here. I like defense a little bit more than attack right now, so that's exactly what we're going to do. Going to use a defensive card right here as well, and then we should be able to achieve victory relatively simply. Thanks to our defenses right there. And now there is a, there's an event. Let us, a banana barbell, let's work out. Damage increased. And then we're going to continue running. And then we're going to get on to another attack here. Attacks an enemy and applies mark. Attacks give armor for 4 seconds. That actually seems pretty good, but I'm going to go and increase attack. I think that sounds like a better idea. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to attack the enemy. And then we're going to increase attack for 5 seconds, give ourselves some defense because I don't want to take any damage, and there we have it. Now bear in mind that cards will carry over, as far as I am aware, to the next fight. I think they do. So if you are a bit more strategic than I am, then you can obviously make things work quite nicely. So we're just going to increase our armor here, and hopefully that's going to be enough. Unfortunately, this spider is going to deal some pretty significant damage to us. Don't think I really played this adequately enough, but it's good enough to achieve victory. And there it is. Nice. Now we can pick another artifact if we want to. So a block applies mark to the attacker and deals damage equal to the hero's attack. That actually might be pretty good. However, a 50% chance to critically hit sounds like a much better idea to me. So we're going to take that. And let's take a couple of other things here. Let's increase all armor gained by 2 by taking that helmet, which is a piece of equipment, of course. And now we can continue onward to the next floor. So let's see here. Let's attack and stun the enemy for 2 seconds. That seems like a nice idea. And I'm going to save this card just in case it actually does carry over to the next. And let's see whether it does. I think it does. So if it does, that could be actually increasing our strategy quite significantly. But let's have a look. Yes, it does, as you can see. So yeah, that is really, really quite important. So let's actually just do some attack here. Increase attack for 5 seconds. Just try to kill this thing because it is going to be quite defensive. And there we have it. Nice and easy. I'm just trying to save these armor cards just in case. You encounter a cute little goblin. He is fiddling with something in his hands. Rob the gobbo. You took the last thing the little gobbo had, but he managed to kick you in the nuts in the process. Well, that's not very nice, but obviously we did attempt to absolutely murder him. By stealing his stuff, of course. Anyway, doubles current armor. That's what I'm going for right here. And as you can see, the flower raises attack by 5 each card played. So this is going to be pretty damaging for us. Okay, let's take this one. I have so many cards. This is not really going to work out too well for me. So I'm actually going to attack this. And he's dead. There you go. And now we've got a big boss. Okay, he has 900 in 10 seconds does big boom. So we've got to kill him in under 10 seconds. All right? So that's what we've got to do. So let's have a look here. Yeah, we're going to have to go for these. And there's not much else I can really go for, unfortunately. So we're just going to have to do this. And do this. Okay, let's attack. Let's attack. Many times over. There we go. Whew. That was a bit close, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how much I had left, but there you go. Guy is unlocked. Bow Guy. Bow Guy has been unlocked. And we can now, there's a bunch of other extra challenges that we can utilize. And there is Bow Guy. So if we want to play as Bow Guy, who gets dodge for playing cards, then we can, of course, do that as well. and he has different equipment and all that wonderful stuff too. And we can also go into the store here so we can get more card choice, or we can even go for card sorting if we prefer to do that as well. I am probably going to be purchasing some additional weapons to for them to appear, so let's have that be a thing. And we'll go for more card choice as well. That seems like a nice idea. And we're going to play with Night Guy once again. I think he seems pretty fun to play with. And we're going to go for Graveyard, which is the next level. So let's see what we can do here. Okay, so we can apply Mark. This zombie is probably not going to be that damaging, so I can probably allow myself to be attacked a little bit. Let's just attack once more, and there we have it. There we go. Just going to try to use our attack cards a little bit strategically here. One of the voices in your head: is this game too difficult? Let me help you a little bit. Replenish your HP to full, faster attack speed for 3 battles, or +1 damage for 5 battles. Probably going to go for +1 damage for 5 battles. You are filled with determination. Alright, let's do it. We've got 2 more battles to go for here. Increase attack speed sounds fun. Doing some more, some stuns as well. That sounds like a fun idea, so let's do that. I'm actually going to just allow myself to attack. Don't see a point to use any cards here, to be honest. Don't really see the need to right now. Hero attacks an opponent, increases attack speed, gives armor upgrades after each play. That sounds like a fun idea. Let's do that. We're getting some more speed as well. This thing is probably going to need to be stunned, so let's just do that. Don't really want it to continue healing, because it seemed to have some kind of vampiric ability, potentially. And now, as you can see, this gargoyle has no abilities. Alright, okay, well that's absolutely fine. Increased attack, applies mark, increased attack speed for 6 seconds, gives armor for 4 seconds, attacks enemy. Okay, no, that's perfectly fine, so let's do this. It has no abilities, so we should be absolutely fine. I'm going to apply mark to this thing as well so we can do some more damage. Let's actually increase our attack speed a little. Let's try to increase our armor as well, just so we don't take any damage from one of its attacks. And then win. There we go. Nice. Okay, so let's take a look. What else can we go for here? Mark target takes 50% more damage. Oh, we could go for... this artifact again. Oh yes, I like that. Let's go for the stun. Gives an attack card. Sounds pretty fun to me. Can we take more cards? No, we can't. Steals HP with every attack. That's our next mob that we have to fight. We are on floor 2-3, so do bear in mind that there is going to be another one after this. So we're just going to stun it for 2 seconds, do a little bit more attack, and then just take it down. We really do not want to be in a long drawn-out attack against that. You met Lich, King of all the dead, in some random creepy crypt. Pretend you are a door-to-door salesman or throw a tea party. The Lich King of all the dead likes your company and gives you some of his power. Ooh, nice. Thank you very much. I could definitely use that. Thank you. Alright, increase attack speed by 40%. Let's go with that. Gives armor, makes you lose it after 5 seconds. Not a big fan of that. We'll take this, and we'll take that. There we go. That sounds fun. We're going to apply this, even though that's not really necessary against something like this, but it is going to do quite some damage, as you can see, as the gravestone actually did make something appear as well. Increase attack speed. Let's increase attack as well. There we go. And we have an annoying zombie to fight. Okay, so let's just do this. Give ourselves some armor. Let's attack here, give ourselves another attack card. This guy regenerated because he has the gravestone here. He's actually regenerating multiple times. Whoa, okay, wait a minute. This guy was pretty hard. Whoa, okay. And we've now got Handy Wolf. Doubles his damage with each attack. Oh no. That is pretty bad. Okay, so I'm not sure how we're going to do this, but hopefully we'll be fine. Increase attack speed for 6 seconds. Let's do this, let's do this, let's do this, and let's do this. Hopefully we can kill him. There we go. I think I just used all my abilities. Yeah, that's a bit problematic potentially. Gives reincarnation with 50% HP once per battle. That sounds like a pretty good idea. But I'm actually going to go for artifact that applies mark. That sounds like a nice idea to me. And we can also upgrade our attack speed by 80%. That sounds fun. Alright, gives an armor card. If the enemy is marked, it gives another. That sounds really, really powerful actually, because we do have that new artifact that applies whenever we use armor. So let's do that. There we go. Then we can just... Whoa, okay, yeah, that's some pretty significant damage we're getting out here. You see a graveyard keeper at work, but is he burying something or digging it out? Help to bury. You almost buried the gravekeeper himself. He smashed your face with his shovel in retaliation. You are stunned for the next 5 seconds. So that means I can't do anything. However, we can play these armor cards. Increase max HP. Yeah, we're going to take that. We're going to take this. We're going to take all of those wonderful things. We've got a tombstone coming up. So it doesn't really do that much damage to me. So I can basically just play this and play this. And now we can actually start attacking once again. As you can see, my attack speed is absolutely ludicrous right now. So we should be completely fine to potentially achieve a lot here. Let's play this. There we go. We're going to get our helmet that is going to provide us with armor gain by 8, which is very significant. And there you have it. And now we have a boss, which is a zombie. Revives with lower stats. It has 100 HP. Alright, we might have some issues here, but let's try this out. Okay, so I'm going to try this. Boom. We've got 152 armor. Oh yes, that sounds like a fun idea. We've got 244 armor. We've got 268 armor, because I have literally just gone crazy with it. Alright. This is the final boss, though, as far as I'm aware, in this particular level, so should be perfectly fine. We've just doubled our armor again. We've got 538 armor. That's fun. And there you go. The zombie has now been vanquished, and that is it. And that is indeed our final game for this particular video. And if you'd like to see more of these, then by all means let me know. Steam Next Fest has hundreds of game demos available. And if you would like to check out Rungor, there is a link in the description. It was too short. We have a lot more already done. Shut up, dude. We can't tell them that. Bruh. Okay, so hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to wishlist the game. Indeed. If you did enjoy it, then by all means, there is a link in the description to Rungor. And otherwise, I thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you next time.